the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. And I hope you're having a fantastic Sunday, a fantastic Boxing Day. They do Boxing Day on a different day in Canada. They don't do it at all in America, from what I understand. Boxing Day is awesome. Okay, Boxing Day, you sit around in your pajamas all day and just chill out. Although it's not as awesome as it used to be when I was a kid. We did that when I was a kid, right? And then we kind of just... A lot of people do that after since Corona, right? It's like, it's so bizarre to me, right? My basically all my kids are living at home with me and again now, apart from one who's actually home because he's sick. So it's an ongoing nightmare. But like my daughter has this job for dealing with Corona. Like when there's new Corona cases, she does basically, she does the investigation, but normally they all go to a call center where everybody's working from home, right? It's like 5 PM. She still like comes down in pajamas. I'm like, what the hell? It's like I've been working all day. What's your problem? This is normal, right? This is normal in the world we live in. And so Boxing Day used to be freaking awesome when it wasn't every day. When it wasn't every freaking day. What can you do? So there you go. I hope you're having a very good day. Hopefully this is going to be a quickie video, right? This is my plan. I'm going over all the promotion they've dumped over the last couple of days about the upcoming Doctor Who special, and I think we're using the word special in the loosest terms humanly possible, right? It seems to be very unspecial. From what I can tell, it's always entirely been spoiled. It's like a Groundhog Day sort of thing. So probably there's 20 minutes of footage they're repeating 3 times, right? That sort of thing. And it's a bottle episode. They're doing it inside this warehouse. It was clearly a Christmas episode where they have lost the slot and they're like, hey, no, we ain't putting your Trek on against whatever ITV showing, which is probably also Trek. Man, I saw the Christmas schedules. Not good. Hopefully you've got a DVD collection out there. Anyway, like, share, subscribe, comment, sign up to my Substack, which is down there, which is an email list thing. You get it. First, you get updated on all the videos going down, and you get to comment on stuff, and we can like interact that way. Far better than Twitter. Oh God, I hate Twitter. So yeah, sign up to my Substack. There's a bunch of comic books I'm putting out in. There's more stuff. I want to really start using this stuff, right? I really want to. So please sign up for it. I am going to be doing a paid one when it asks you, do you want to join the paid one? Don't say yes to that, right? Actually, you could really, but don't say yes to that right now because I'm not starting it until I launch it, right? Until I plug it, so. I know what I'm going to do, but it's not launching yet. But the free one's going to be great. Okay, so sign up for that. If you're on Rumble, which I don't know if you are, because Rumble's interface is freaking garbage, right? Freaking garbage. I've tried to upload videos so many times. A lot of them fail, right? They just fail. And it doesn't connect to StreamYard Stream without buying a $25 a month subscription. But anyway, people like Rumble. So if you're on Rumble, hit the Rumble button. If you know what the Rumble button is, could you please tell me? Because I have no idea. Like, share, subscribe, comment. All those things are good things to do. And season screams to one and all. By the way, before we get into the video, a little public service announcement, right? Somebody contacted me today. And listen, I got into a fight because somebody bought me a Doctor Who t-shirt which had Jodie Whittaker on it, as well as the other Doctors. And because I just can't stand this Doctor Who that much. By the way, if you like this Doctor Who, it's very good. Good for you. I'm not really a fan at all. I think it's absolutely terrible. Anyway, I digress. And by the way, if you want to have a conversation about that, I love doing things like that. Come on my channel, we will talk, right? That is fantastic. Fine. So I said to this person, they said, well, what would you suggest? I'm like, firstly, listen, I understand Jodie Whittaker is awful as Doctor Who. I spent hundreds of hours screaming into a camera in my basement because of that, right? I think I can be said, I understand that. I think she's, that I empathize and understand. However, unless the person was being a total dick, I don't think they were. I don't think they got you the gift. And if you're in that same boat, please, this is message for you. I don't think they got it to you to be a dick to you, right? I think they did. I got it to you. I think they gave it to you because they wanted you to be happy and they wanted to see you smile. They wanted to see how much wanted you to understand that they appreciate you, right? So that's all good stuff, right? That Christian and Jodie Whittaker have hijacked our beloved Doctor Who and turned it into what I would describe as relentless garbage. Relentless garbage. That is the absolute opposite of Doctor Who. And all of that has absolutely nothing to do with Jodie Whittaker's stunning and brave vagina. You know what it has to do with? Here, let me show. Let's open up the first story. Look at this expression on her face. Let me make it bigger. If I yeah, one second. Like really, like look. This is your stunning and brave pair. They look like a confused pair of people who've just eaten a wasp, right? This is not okay. I watched The Next Doctor last night. It was Christmas, yeah. What did you say? Big Christmas. You watched The Next Doctor. Freaking awesome. By the way, the next video I'm recording, which I think is going to be my main video of the day, is going to be my top 10 of Christmas Doctor Who, which is some Big Finish stuff, some of the TV specials, but that's going to be a fun video. This one I hope to be quicker. But again, look at this. Like, how is this appealing? They've released some pictures, and there's some people sitting around a table. Again, that I don't know why. And it's Christian or sitting in Carter says, you know what we need to really promote this new special. You know what we really need? We need people sitting around a table looking bored. Oh yeah, because then people can relate to it, right? And the people don't want escapism. No, that's just silly. Let's everybody see themselves. Okay, this is what happens when people see themselves in their media. You get Dr. Karen and the brain trust that is Yaz. Oh God! You know what I'd like to see? I'd like to see some heroes. That's what I like to see. Anyway, so they're plugging this new thing like crazy right now, and the promotion is just weird, right? Really, genuinely weird. I don't know what they're trying to do with it. Okay, so let's read this first article. Doctor Who's New Year special is the funniest episode yet. Is it Jodie's funniest episode yet? Because it doesn't have any stiff competition. I found myself crying more than smiling. Jodie Whittaker, I've never found anything funny about it whatsoever, like being a bumbling doofus that preaches to you. I just don't find it that entertaining, right? Call me crazy. I just do not find it that entertaining. Big laughs with the Daleks. Well, that was true of Doctor Who before. I mean, going right back to Dalek Master Plan, when you're that weird. Was it the Chase? When we're in the haunted music, the haunted mansion, or whatever, like the ghost house, and there's Dracula and Frankenstein throwing Daleks around. But my headcanon, I had in my mind that's like some kind of very, very high-tech, futuristic virtual reality environment thing the Daleks found themselves in, right? Or some Matrix-like thing that the Daleks found themselves in. By the way, I've seen the Matrix Resurrections twice now. It's pretty darn good. My only real criticisms are one that it exists at all, right? The first half hour of the movie is them literally bitching about having to make the movie, about making the movie. There's a line in it that said Warner Brothers, the overlord at Warner Brothers, have demanded we make a sequel to The Matrix, and they said we'll never have to do this. Oh no, they're going to sue and we'll be in a lot of trouble. I think that conversation really genuinely happened, but so it existing. I get it. They did not want to make it, and they were very clear about that. However, they did make it, and I thought it was quite clever. I thought of that quite clever. The thing they're going around saying now is they want to reclaim the term red pill from the right wing, and I think that's being misinterpreted. The people are thinking they want to reclaim the phrase red pill from the right wing to give it to the left wing. No, right? The whole point of that movie is that this is not a right-wing or left-wing issue. Again, this is a complete aside, but it's an aside that Jodie Whittaker's Doctor Who has absolutely played into. What has happened is that social media companies and media in general have realized the way to keep you engaged on their platforms is to make you crazy. So what they've essentially done is they divided the world equally between left wing and right wing. That's basically how it's divided normally, right? And then they've given a bunch of then they've removed a bunch of rights from people who are right wing, and they've given them just to left wing. This is guaranteed to cause conflict, right? absolutely guaranteed to cause conflict. Why? Because it plays into the worst instincts of both people, of both sides, right? Left-wing people, they like a bit of smugness, right? They like a bit of smugness. They like being able to talk and nobody answer back, and they like to feel good about themselves. That's their worst angels on their shoulder, and it plays into them, right? Because it allows them to be able to. And right-wing people like fairness, and they like to be able to have a fair fight, right? Be able to express themselves, and so they're making both of you crazy. They're making everybody crazy, so you will stay on that platform longer. So red pilling doesn't matter if you're right wing, you're left wing. We gotta get off this crap, right? We gotta get off this crap that's trying to make us crazy. So we will stay on their platforms for a little bit longer. Having said that, please stay on this video or this platform for a little bit longer. That'd be really good without making you crazy. Last night on Christmas show, I was having lachaims all through it. Little wee snifters. Help yourself to that. I've often told my kids and anybody who will listen, never poo-poo the healing power of alcohol. Right? The healing power of alcohol. Pretty darn good. Fine, let's read the story. That said, big glass with the Daleks. It's true, according to Mandit Gill. Oh, well, if it's true according to Mandit Gill, then, it has to be. I mean, again, let's look at his face again. Oh, this is so funny. I mean, really? Who wouldn't trust these two faces to steer you in the right direction? Really? God. Who was it? He ended up hosting Question of Sport after my dad used to watch Question of Sport, so I really don't remember it that well. But he was a stand-up comedian. I used to go to the Comedy Store and everything in the late 80s, 90s when I was a kid around London. And he had Nick Hancock. Was it Nick Hancock? I can't remember. He had a whole set about he would give anything to be in the same room when a man in a full business suit stood up in front of the people he worked for and goes, I've got it! I'm bongo. They drink it in the Congo, right? And then somebody else, his boss, in a full business suit says, that's brilliant. That's what we're going to do. So in the same vein, I would love to see what's going on inside Cardiff, right? This is what, the writers tell. Ben Cook being a huge douchebag aside is a very good book. This is one of the worst things about him being a huge douchebag. He's actually produces quite a lot of good stuff. Him and, Paul Cornell, right? They're huge douchebags, in my opinion. They're very talented. But you got an inside working of how Russell T Davies was making Doctor Who in this. Russell T Davies 1. Look at what Russell T Davies 2. I would love to see the same thing about Chris Chibnall. How does he think any of this is a good idea? But it's true according to Mandip Gill. Okay, let's hear what the Brain Trust has to say. The Doctor and her companions trapped in a time loop being hunted by Daleks. Doesn't it sound like a barrel laugh? Does it? Well, again, when you factor in Jodie Whittaker and Mandip Gill, I would rather a fish shoved up my arse. And just to be clear, not a big fan of fish being shoved up my arse. In fact, so little a fan, I've never happened before. But if somebody says, do you want to watch a funny episode of Jodie Whittaker's Doctor Who or a fish shoved up your arse? It's not a slam dunk. It's not a slam dunk which way I'm going. But according to Doctor Who star Mandip Gill, the show's New Year's Day special, Even the Daleks, God, which does, of course, feature a guest spot from comedy stars Aisling B and Ajani Salmon, is in fact the funniest episode of Jodie Whittaker's era. Really? That's like saying, the most, the nicest, I can't say the word on YouTube, the nicest naughty national socialist from the Germany in the 1930s, right? Yeah, not so nice. Gill described the special as a standalone episode, and so a really easy access point for anyone who perhaps didn't catch the series that has never watched Doctor Who. Who are these people? Anybody who's seen Jodie Whittaker's Doctor Who. They normally run screaming. Now this is completely opposite from another story we're going to read, which said it carries on completely from Doctor Who Gives a Flux, right? Okay. By the way, Sunday, I will be doing a live recap as I did during Doctor Who Flux. God help us. God help us, no! Oh. And it's on at 7 o'clock in the UK, which is 9 o'clock in Israel, where I am. So I can't do it till, about 8:30, 9 UK time. which is like 10:30, 11 for me. That's like 4 hours past my bedtime. I don't know about you. It's full of adventure and a lot at stake, but it's nothing to do with the Doctor Who, particularly for the Doctor, and it's the funniest episode we've ever done. Really? Again, suicide hotline rates go up. Call frequency goes up as your episodes come on. I don't want to tell you, but I don't think it's a great sign for doing very well in amusing people. There's a lot of humor, there's a lot of warmth, romance, and there's a really cool storyline which the gang are stuck in a time loop against the Daleks. Unless they break the time loop, it's not going to look good for them. I have a feeling even if they break the time loop, it's not going to look good for them, right? Don't hold your breath for things looking good for them, right? I don't think that's going to happen quite so readily, right? So wait, all right, now I've lost my place. It's really nice and it's essentially easy watch. But not because there's a lot at stake, but at the same time, having come off the back of Flux, it has been quite an intense series. It was an intense series because nobody really understood what the hell was going on, because you did whatever you could to try and avoid people following what you're trying to call a plot, I think. I don't know. It was like a lot of work to try and demonstrate cover up, I say, rather than demonstrate the complete lack of writing ability of Chris Chibnall. Normally, up until now, they've been trying to cover up the lack of acting ability of Jodie Whittaker. So it's interesting. It's a bit different for people. This chimes in with what we previously heard from showrunner Chris Chibnall, who previously described People as basically a romantic comedy. Yes, it's these two people trying to get together somehow. The woman's not interested, the guy is. They get caught in a Dalek time loop, and then you got to break out, and they all live happily ever after. The other basically a romantic comedy where the obstacle to romance is not the character themselves, but the threat of the Daleks, he told Doctor Who magazine. But there's still big fun sci-fi concept at the heart. Well, you have the Daleks in it and a time loop. I mean, really, it's got range of tones. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. And I can say that with real confidence. You know why? Because I've seen everything you've done in Doctor Who Chibnall. It doesn't have a range of tones, okay? And even if the script did, Jodie Whittaker's unbelievably bad acting ability would strip out those range of tones. A range of scares. A range of humor goes from bad humor to very bad humor. A range of mystery, it's not going to be a mystery at all, that you want on New Year's Day. Why do I want any of this? I don't want any of this on New Year's Day. I don't want any of this ever. I do not want it on a train. I do not want it on a plane. I do not want it on a bike. I do not want it on a kite. A kite, not kite. To be clear, kite. I said kite. I do not want your Chris Chibnall's Doctor Who. I do not want it here or there. I do not want it anywhere. That's true. It's all pretty true. Even the Dalek taps into Jodie Whittaker and her friends in a festive time loop, keep them trapped in there, hunted by the Daleks over and over again in their personal Groundhog Day. Yes, we know. 7 o'clock. Oh, so upset about that. Fine. Let's spoil it quite nicely there. Next article. This is okay. It's by Hugh Fullerton, right? Hugh Fullerton, the Shield of the Shields. And again, like, what makes them think this picture is enticing to anyone? Let's zoom in a little bit because it's worth looking at this in greater detail, right? Zoom in, see if you can catch them. We got Jodie Whittaker, smug in the middle. Mandip Gill trying to look tough and acting and believing she's acting. And John Bishop was going, "Hey, kid, what's going on here? I did. Just told me to stand here, and I will. Where's Don Baker showing up like? I thought I was in Doctor Who like." Yeah, you're not, mate. You're not. You're in Jodie Whittaker's Doctor. Okay, how do I make this smaller again? Down. Where's Mr. Blunder now? I want to watch that. Did that happen yet? I think it's in a couple of days, maybe. I don't know. I like a bit of Amazing Mr. Blunden. Fine. There may be no Doctor Who Christmas special this year. Well, there was, but you've lost the spot because you pissed it away. But it doesn't mean the TARDIS feel any less festive in 2020. Yeah, it does, actually. That's exactly what it means, right? Really? How do you put that together? We caught up with series star Jodie Whittaker, John Bishop, and Mandip Gill to time travel through their own Christmas, past, present, and future, taking in weird family traditions, unusual emotional festive periods, and what makes a perfect 25th of December. The lack of Jodie Whittaker. Let's see what Jodie Whittaker has to say for... It's everything she does is so shit, really. Like, what? Okay, but what was your childhood Christmases like? Oh, well, I was raised non-binary, because she probably went something like that. They were always small, but full of magic. It would be me, my mum, dad, brother, and grandma. And we were raised non-binary because they raised us just the same. No, that's not being non-binary. That's just being reasonable parents. They can't be that reasonably good parents because look what came out. Compared to the other people who have massive extenders out of there, it's always just us guys. But no, that was more John Bishop. It was always, no, that sounded more like Birmingham. What's going on there? But man, it was it exciting? We were lucky enough to have every year a visit from Santa. Like, really? And there's always plenty of food and love and TV. And I remember, and I really just remember it all so fondly. Just none of the real details, apparently. What's the best Christmas you ever had? I'm nearly 40. Is that your IQ, darling, or your age? It could be either. There's loads. I spent Christmas in... What's this? Rarotonga, one of the Cook Islands on South Pacific. Well, I was 18 years old. Oh, that's exciting. Having a barbecue on the beach with a load of backpackers is what you do when you're 18 years old. What the hell? Oh, I did find that every 18-year-old does. Are they unique and interesting? No, you're a Karen, darling. You're a Karen. I didn't really know it. And it was amazing. That's definitely a cool way to spend Christmas. What do you want to do this Christmas? I'm intrigued. To me, Christmas is E.T. Just watching E.T. and snuggling on the cats. This is why your Doctor Who is shit. You're psychic E.T. God, I want to get a small 2x4 piece of wood and beat myself in their face with it repeatedly. Oh my God, bloody T, the worst Steven Spielberg movie. Okay, whatever. Snuggling on the couch and being the laziest and best of days. Really? How'd you get much lazier than your acting, darling? It's like pretty darn lazy thus far. What will make future Christmases even better? Okay. A chef and a sommelier. I want somebody who wine pairs the entire day. There you go. That's my priorities. Oh God. Yes, that is your priorities. We know that. Yeah, we know. Next Christmas, you'll no longer be Doctor Who. Yes, the greatest present you could give any Doctor Who fan. Is it strange to think about? Freaking awesome, darling. Let me tell you, as a Doctor Who fan, freaking awesome. It's gone quickly. No, it hasn't. It's dragged. It's gone quickly. It's been so rich and full of experience. Or what do you mean rich as in you've lost lots of viewers and everybody hated it? Because that's not really how people normally use the word rich, right? Rich is normally a good thing, right? One thing I'll be eternally grateful is that we have always been aware of how ace it is. No, you don't. You wouldn't have to take a shit all over it if you thought it was good. What the hell? Okay, here's my basic rule where I am in life now. I don't really listen to things that comes out people's mouths because they're normally lies. Okay, you look at what people do. That's the truth, right? That's the truth. And so I think I don't know if it says, "Oh man, I wish," is because I didn't ever think that the best was yet to come. I've always been in the moment. I've been in the moment always because I love it so much. This is word salad. Mindless word salad. John Bishop, we're going to listen to him. What your child's Christmas like? We never went anywhere at Christmas, but you always stayed home. Same with everybody, but I never felt I missed out on anything. I wanted to stay home. Okay, I can't. Let's just do Mandit Gill, because that's gonna be funny. Well, your childhood Christmas is like Mandip. Here, look at me. This is me doing me thinky face. I'm thinking. Oh no, I stopped. Very busy. Sometimes there were 30 or 40 people, but my mom loves doing it. If anyone tries to take Christmas over, game over. Okay. Any traditions you kept up as an adult? Shit acting? I think maybe. We always open our presents on Christmas Eve. I never understood that. But I know a lot of you do it. People find it weird. Yeah, I just did. But a lot of you do that. But that's just the way we get on with Christmas Day, and we make food, and there's loads of people coming round. So you stay home too then, do you, darling? Okay. What's the best Christmas you've ever had? Oh, I'd love to know. A really special Christmas is one where my cousins, who's no longer here, are we going to get some weird political? Because they were deported by evil Tories. Or like, you can always squeeze something in. It was our last Christmas given. We have a picture of everyone in the family, more or less, wearing Christmas jumpers. We didn't know it, but it was the last time we'll be together, and you can see the joy on everyone's faces. The joy has gone from our life now. Every Doctor Who fan feels exactly the same way, honey. Right? Every Doctor Who fan. What do you want to do this Christmas? Last year was a weird one because it was the first one I've ever spent Christmas away from my parents because of COVID. Hopefully I'll go back on Christmas. All my family, I'm going to do loads and loads of presents and organise Pass the Parcel. It's already got people excited. Well, tell you. Nothing gets a man hard than the word Pass the Parcel. Yeah, you're absolutely right there, darling. Could you imagine if you had some weird like medical complaint and you get uncontrollably sexually excited from Pass the Parcel? That's gonna be a really weird thing to navigate. Okay, what is it? People got excited. What would make future Christmas even better? Did you not hear what they just said? What would make future Christmas even better? When we have Christmas now as adults, one or more of my siblings are always off at their in-laws, and I think it would be amazing if we all did it together and everyone was somehow able to teleport and leave their in-laws for a bit. Next Christmas, Jodie won't be with the Doctor. Is it strange to think about? You don't think about it. Well, darling. I think you can apply that answer to most questions asked you. You don't think about it because you're just doing it. You're doing it very badly. Filming's a long process. Sometimes I have to wait 20, 30 minutes before they bring me on to look stunning and brave. And you're in the moment and you enjoy it. We don't. And you think, well, that's next year. Okay. Now it has sunk in a bit because of the announcement somebody else will be taking over from us. Tears will be shed, but not by me because I'm cold-hearted. Look. You don't need to tell us that. That's your picture, darling. Fine. Let's crawl onwards. Everyone will see what other nonsense we have to infect our eyeballs. Doctor Who New Year's Day director promises Jodie Whittaker's most festive episode yet. She hasn't done any festive episode whatsoever. She wore a scarf one year, and that was it. She wore a rainbow scarf. What's she doing? Revolution of the Daleks. Did they have that New Year? I can't even remember. Right? The most festive thing about it was one of the aliens in the prison looked like a Christmas tree, right? A Varga plant. God, it kills me when they do good stuff like that in it. Annette LaForest teased the upcoming festive event of being the most positive episode of Doctor Who. Being a more positive episode of Doctor Who. More positive. Have you ever seen Doctor Who? God's sake! As I said, I watched The Next Doctor last night. That was incredibly positive, even though it featured a relatively suicidal 10th Doctor, being sad Doctor. But I love the ending of it, where he's like, oh, okay, I'm going to have Christmas dinner with you. Yes, I like that. And this is not a quickie video. Okay, we're at half an hour. so much for those hopes. Okay. Fans of Doctor Who can look forward to a holiday cheer from the upcoming New Year's Day special. The episode director, first-time director, Annetta Lefort, amazingly, I believe she's black, which, as I understood it, black people face insane amounts of racism. So I don't know how she managed to get a job, because black people, just are second-class citizens in the UK in 2021. In a parallel dimension, apparently. I don't know what to tell you. Really, I get this. Like, when's the last time you met somebody who went, oh, all these black people? When have you ever met them? Never. Okay? The answer is freaking. And if you ever have met somebody like that, you're like, ooh, that's a weirdo. Speaking to Radio Times in an exclusive interview, the Eve of the Daleks director exclusive interview. When nobody else is talking to you, it's like, okay. Honestly, if Radio Times wants to interview me, that's fine, and they can call it exclusive because nobody else is like, oh, sweet, who are you going to choose to interview you? Is it going to be Radio Times or is it going to be New York Times? What do you think? I don't know. No, that's not happening. It's not exclusive if nobody's interested. Joan and Christian wanted the festive special to be upbeat this year. Okay, I suppose. What? Okay, whatever. Chris said he wanted to do it. I really wish I had Chris Noth in it. Wouldn't that be funny? Just as he got cancelled. Oh, I would love that. But sadly, no. Chris said wanted to do an episode that was a bit more positive, magical, because the previous one was a bit more serious and less of a festive mood. Yeah, because he ran out of ideas for Christmas specials. I mean, that was his first day on the job, right? Really? Your first day, you walk in and say, oh yeah, those Christmas specials that do incredible ratings, beat Downton Abbey, they do incredibly well. Yeah, I don't have any ideas. But I would like my check now, please, for my job. Yeah, really? And I guess because of the year we've been having, he wanted something more festive. So I knew what was coming. Well, you read the script and you're the director of the piece. That doesn't sound very impressive that you knew what was coming. And then he basically picked it as a rom-com, but with Daleks, and I thought that's really exciting because the two just don't really go together. Okay, well, like you're recording directing Doctor Who. So I thought it would be a really fun way to sort of blend the genre, really. Again, I can understand, if this is your first approach towards genre TV, I can understand you go, oh, I've never seen that before. If you have the barest clue of anything that you've been that you're working on at all, right? If you have any idea about it, you'll know this is not a new idea at all. I mean, really, the entire Amy Rory saga was a rom-com, often with Daleks. The kind of special stars Aisling B, a storage company manager, Sarah, and Adjani Salman as Nick, a customer who harbors romantic feelings and comes once a year to put something in storage. Oh, I don't know. And for how the festive special, how festive the special gets, yeah, it's set on New Year's Eve, but I don't know how much I can say. But yeah, there's this is going to be a festival. I saw that in the pictures they have like Christmas trees, right? So they say no, completely different, not tied into Doctor Who Flux. Give it a try. Yeah, this is completely unconnected with Doctor Who Flux. But over here they say exactly the opposite. Doctor Who New Year's special will continue Flux story. Reveal showrunner. So here's what's really going on, right? The Daleks are mad that the Doctor committed genocide during Doctor Who Flux, right? So they're mad about that. Does this mean Daleks are now Doctor Who fans? Because most Doctor Who fans are reasonably mad she committed genocide. So they send an execution squad after her. Your standard Dalek, not really good enough. And then it goes into stupid rom-com. Doctor Who showrunner, blah, 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 blah. We're just skimming this one, okay? Because it's too stupid for words. Doctor Who showrunner Chris Chibnall reveals that the New Year's Day special will continue the Flux storyline. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. concluded earlier this month. Christian says the Fluxorium will continue to be addressing the upcoming New Year's Day special entitled Even the Daleks. And I think much more intense. Oh, here, look. Let's just read the bloody quote, right? The Doctor lands in a place she's not expecting to land in order to reset it from the damage done to it in the flux. Oh, so that's why the TARDIS is falling apart. Why didn't they ever explain that in the previous series? She has to face consequences of escaping the she has to face continuously escaping Daleks in a time loop and save lives of 2 people who are there on New Year's Eve. And these are execution Daleks. I've seen so many articles saying, "Oh, this is a game changer. Execution Daleks." Oh, it's like the editor of The Sun writes these headlines now. Naughty Doctor spanked my privates. Yeah, okay, whatever. These execution Daleks, they've got slightly different weapons and have very much come with a very clear purpose for this. Yeah, they want to kill the Doctor. Again, I'm thinking these Daleks are actually Doctor Who fans. They're not trying to destroy the world. They are trying to destroy the Doctor in payment for what has been done to the Daleks at the end of previous years. What, genocide? And I don't know how any of them are still alive. But yeah. So, man, it's a romantic comedy dealing with the fallout of a genocidal Doctor and Daleks with super special guns and without suckers but with claws. Okay, very good, very good. No, it's not very good. It's very bad. It's very, very bad. Man, 35 minutes. I guess it's not a quick video. Okay, I guess this novel's not a quick video. I don't think my next one's going to be a quick video either, quite frankly. Lot to talk about there. My name is Tzvi Lebetkin. Sign up for my Substack. Rumble on Rumble. Whatever. Sign up for Rumble on Rumble and have yourselves a freaking awesome festive season at a holiday and day.